Hi, this is Joe Eber with another video about how the feet control the movement of the body. In the previous video we tried to show how the turning of the feet along with pulling and sinking creates all the movement. Now I've gotten a lot of feedback on that, and so I wanted to address that by showing some concrete examples of how turning the feet actually moves the entire body. The question I posed was, where does movement start in Tai Chi? And I got a number of responses that say it starts with Yi. Everything starts with Yi, of course. You know, the mind controls, the intention controls everything. Okay, when I reach for a cup of coffee, it's Yi. Okay, but where does that movement originate physically? Does it originate in my shoulder? Does it originate in my elbow, in my hand, in my foot? Okay, so where does movement physically start in Tai Chi? Okay, I've gotten a lot of responses that it starts at the waist. Okay, well, what is the waist? Is it the hips? Is it the belly button area? That turns the body. Okay. To me, I don't agree with it. I understand how some people, because that's the way they've been trained, so that's how they do things, and they believe that that's the best way to do it, and that's fine. Okay. Let me just say that for 15 years, I used the hips or the waist to turn the body. Okay. But once I was introduced by Master William Ting into moving the feet to move the body. Okay, it took me a little while to get there, but once I got there, there was no way I could go back. I couldn't go back to moving from the waist. It just didn't give me the power. It didn't give me the stability. It didn't give me the momentum, the rooting that I wanted. I couldn't go back. Moving from the waist, to me, felt very empty. Okay, it just didn't make the movement. So why move from the feet? And we covered this in the last video. But the adage essentially says, movement starts at the feet, is controlled by the waist, comes out of your hands. Okay. Some people say, no, movement is rooted at the feet, controlled by the waist. What does rooted mean? Okay. Are your feet just kind of basically hanging on there? No. Your feet are actually turning. They're moving. They're active. They're active participants in the process. Okay? So, let's take to give you why I believe the feet are so important, give you a counterexample. If you're standing on ice and you try to throw a punch or you try to move, it's very difficult. Why? Because your feet do not have that interaction with the ground. Okay, so interacting with the ground is really important for producing power, stability, balance, rooting, momentum. Okay, all of these factors that you cannot do if your feet don't have the interaction with the ground. So let's take a look at some concrete examples of how this works. Okay, to make more sense to you as to why we do it this way. So let's take a look at, for example, and I'm going to move the camera down a bit, at doing ward-off, the ward-off posture. Okay, so when you do the ward-off posture, you're going forward with your weight, you're shifting your weight forward. As you shift, you're pulling your weight forward. We don't push our weight. We feel that throws you, doesn't give you the balance you want or the rooting. So you pull and you sink. What does that mean? Well, you're activating this foot, right, by shifting and pulling. What is this foot doing? Just hanging around? No. And this is what I see a lot when people do, for example, brush knee. Okay. This leg is just kind of, it just kind of comes along for the right. It doesn't really do anything. So everything is on the front leg, nothing is happening on the back leg. That's not balance. So let's go back to ward-off. So when I go into ward-off, I move or pull with my front leg, okay, sink my back leg, and both feet are turning inwards. Notice what that does to the hips. As soon as I do this, the hips turn by themselves, okay? So when I do ward-off, it's the feet. You can actually see the turning in the thighs. That's what turns the waist. And the hands go right into the right position. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to be here, think about my hand automatically moves with the shoulders into the right place. When I do rollback, this leg is now pulling me back. This leg is going deep and both feet are turning inwards. That's what turns the body. Okay? How often have you seen people do this? That's not balance. That's not Tai Chi. That's just big movements. Very easy to knock you off balance. Very easy. Okay? Roll back. Here. That's enough. You don't need to go more than this. Here. That's enough. Okay? So, again, turning the feet turns the waist, moves the body, moves the hands. Okay? Another example, brush knee. In brush knee, okay, so I go from here, and by the way, let me be clear, this is not style specific. Okay, it's not about a specific style, it's about how to do the postures, how to move in Tai Chi. Okay? It's much more to do with principles than it is with a distinct posture. So when I do brush knee, I shift my weight forward by pulling my weight, sinking my weight into my, not my weight, I'm sorry, sinking my intention into my back foot and turning both feet automatically turns my waist. I don't even have to think about it. I'm not doing this. To me, that doesn't really have enough power or momentum or anything. So again, see from here. And see my hands automatically turn. They're not like this. That's not brush knee. Easy to push you back. Okay? Brush knee. Here. Okay? The feet are turning the whole body. Golden rooster stands on one leg. Most people just do this. Okay? There's no balance. See, we turn and pull, turn. Now you have movement. Pull, turn, the whole body moves, okay? So the feet are turning inwards. Pull the weight forward. That's the movement. Fair lady works at the shuttles. You'll see people do this. No, that does not work. That's just your upper body. You can't stop very much with this kind of movement. The way we do it is we pull with our front leg, sink the back leg, both feet turn, okay? And as they're turning, the waist is turning. The hips are turning because the quads are relaxed. So this happens because the feet turn the trunk, okay? So, and my hands go right into the right position for fair lady. Not this. This doesn't work, okay? So here, fair lady. Wild horse parts its mane. Step, pull, turn. Okay? So it's here. It's all in the legs. It's not up here. Yes, this will work. Not as good as this. Okay? Because now I'm in the ground as I move. I'm using the ground to move me, okay? So there's power. There's also momentum in the feet. Tai Chi is about movement from posture to posture to posture to posture. It's not about brush knee, stop. Brush knee, stop. No. It's about movement, momentum, building momentum to go from one movement into the next movement, okay? And what does that is your feet. Activating your feet does all that, okay? I thank you for watching. I hope this kind of helps to make the concept clearer as to how we do things. You may not do it this way, okay? And this may seem very strange to you to move this way. I understand, okay? What I would suggest is try it, okay? Try it to feel what it feels like. That's the only way to do it. It's the only way to learn. Intellectually, yes, you can understand it, but you have to do it physically to really, really feel it. So please try it and see if it works for you. Okay? Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.